Okay, sorry. This is such a downer episode. Tell me something good.
This is not good. Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up.
Welcome back, listeners. We're
Hello,
so
listeners.
happy.
It is the last of January today.
Dun dun.
Honestly, hopefully February is better because it's my birthday month and January has just been kind of sucky.
Your birthday month.
Yay.
Early February, too. Oh my gosh, it's coming up so quickly.
I know.
I feel like I've been thinking about your birthday for a long time, but it's always been weeks away.
And now
it's just
it's
1 week again, 1 week away.
Well, breaking news. I thought, to give a nod to Lunar New Year, that I would read our Chinese zodiac horoscope.
Oh, okay, great.
Because we love a horoscope.
Wait,
So
I'm excited.
I don't know if you remember or our listeners know, but I technically am the year of the rat, even though we're born the same year because my birthday fell before the Lunar New Year. So I'll read the year of the rat and the year of the ox for any of our listeners who are, I'm guessing a lot of our listeners are one or the other because it's our friends.
Or maybe they're 12 years younger, 12 years older.
Maybe. Okay, so this is the rat, 2025. If you're a rat, you might have noticed that the past few years have been a bit of a roller coaster for you. Mm-hmm. I agree. But guess what? In 2025, things are looking up. You'll get a breather since there won't be any major conflicts with the Tai Sui, the god of age. Life should feel a lot smoother, and you might even find some good luck coming your way in your career.
What?
Podcast? You'll be able to showcase your talents without much hassle.
Wow.
So that's the summary. Do you want me to go into in depth or no? There's career, wealth, relationships, and health.
I mean, pick one.
Okay. I'm going to read wealth. When it comes to finances, 2025 should be pretty stable for you. With the support of those lucky stars, your income will mainly come from your hard work. Stay dedicated and hands-on, even if it feels like a grind. The more effort you put in, the more you'll reap the rewards. And you might even land a promotion or raise. Who's going to promote me?
You're going to promote yourself.
Okay. I will say on the health front, it was like there might be some challenges. Be careful. Make sure you're prioritizing, getting enough sleep. So, yes.
Good to know.
Okay.
Very
now,
good, no matter who you are.
to the ox.
Nervous. I'm kind of nervous.
It looks like the ox's overall luck is on the rise. You can expect some great developments in your career, finances, and even in your love life.
Ooh.
With some lucky stars on your side, you won't be disappointing anyone. Just remember, if you want to seize those opportunities, you'll need to work hard.
Oh, damn it.
Would you like career, wealth, love, or health?
Wealth and health, please.
Okay, wealth. Your financial situation is looking up in 2025. As your wealth grows, you'll find that your finances stabilize. Just put in a little extra effort at work and you'll see the rewards come back to you. With the support of some helpful people around you, you might discover new paths for growth and even see your income multiply.
New paths.
And health, you said?
Yes.
When it comes to health, 2025 might be a bit rocky.
Ooh.
You and me both. You may have built up some negative energy over the past few years. While things might improve, you really need to stay focused on your work and not let stress get to you. If you don't take care of yourself, you might end up feeling worn out or even face issues like neck pain, hair loss, vision problems, or stomach issues. So make sure to keep up with some exercise and healthy eating.
That was very specific. Like, these are all the terrible things health-wise
Oh, your
you're gonna
lucky
experience.
color, white, yellow, and green. For rat, the lucky color was blue, purple, and army green.
Where did you get this horoscope from?
ChinaHighlights.com.
Legitimate.
But I feel like the writing is really good.
It's very Americanized.
Yeah. They chat GPT'd that.
Okay, thank you. Terrible to hear that it's going to be a little rocky for health, but
For me as well. So
And I
we
have
both need to
to-
prioritize that.
continue working hard.
I know.
why
It's
can't it
not
just
just
be
going to come to
effortless?
us. But if we work hard, it will pay off. Not like work hard and you get nothing.
Okay. That's true.
Yes.
That is
Okay.
true.
So there's your dose of Chinese zodiac.
I actually really like them. I always read it. I mean, isn't
love
there
them
also
too.
one for just the year of the snake in general? How it's a year of transformation.
The
You
snake
shed
is
that old
shedding.
skin. Yeah. Take on the new stuff.
Yeah. Let's hope it's true in a positive way because it has truly been so rocky.
Chinese New Year is such a great time to reset too,
That's
because
true.
everyone tries to like work on their New Year's resolutions and like
2
kick
weeks
off the
in, they
year.
give up.
Yeah, totally. And now
their
you're like,
second
no,
chance."
this is truly my second chance. I remember doing that every single year in my 20s.
Really?
Yeah, just like reframing it in my head,
Oh.
like, nope, this is the real
Good
new
for
year.
you. I don't think I ever took that opportunity. Okay. Next thing is inspired by you because when you had your day off or kid free, you like did stuff. So I've decided a new goal for the year of my 40th birthday. I'm going to once a week do something like fun for myself while I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Yay.
Because also the days could be numbered. Like I could have to get a job at any moment.
According to your
Right?
horoscope. Yeah, but you know what?
get a
You're gonna get
promotion.
promoted.
So I'm like, why am I just like sitting at home doing the same thing every day? Like not that I'm unhappy, but
Yeah.
just like I'm not taking advantage of the fact that
Right.
I can go do something.
You have a little bit more
so
flexibility.
even if it's like just going to a cafe or something, I'm gonna really try to do that once a week.
You better.
Okay.
What I think you should also do, because it is a goal for your 40s, you should make it like a quarterly thing. Like you need to have quarterly milestones.
Wait, what's the quarterly thing?
So right now at work, we're writing like annual goals, and people are like, no, we got to keep people accountable, got to track their progress, and they're only going to be motivated with short spurts of time, or else it's just
I
going to
see.
keep pushing everything off until
Okay.
Q4.
Okay.
So you should kind of like how we're doing no buy for 3 months. Like
Yeah.
it feels impossible if we do no buy for the entire year.
Totally.
We'll do it in small.
So I should like for the first quarter focus on this.
Yes, and see if it's still the right goal.
Okay.
It probably is. Maybe it'll just be a habit.
Maybe.
But you should really think about it.
Yeah, because I realized the only time I like go out and treat myself to a meal out is like if I have plans with a friend. I like never do it by myself. And I don't have that many friends.
Do you like doing
so
stuff by yourself?
I don't mind, I think.
I think you kind of enjoy it.
I think my main hindrance is Waffle is at home with me and I feel guilty leaving her, but I shouldn't for like a meal, you know?
Yeah.
She needs to learn to be independent too.
Everybody has goals for 2025. Waffles is to be a little bit more independent
Yes.
too. I mean, if you get a job, then you won't be around.
Ugh, I know. I'm getting scared thinking about it.
Well, you might not.
My finances
Your wealth is multiplying.
make me a TikTok star.
This is later, but I feel like TikTok is really weird right now.
Is it all the conspiracy theories?
It just doesn't feel the same anymore.
I gotta
to
tell
me.
you, mine is my own fault. I am
Your algorithm is
inundated with shelter dogs and children with cancer.
same.
And it's because, like, obviously
watch
you
the
want to
video.
help them. It's like, please stay, watch this video. You'll be helping. I'm like, okay.
Same.
And then that's all my FYP now. And I'm like, but this is making me too sad and depressed. Like, I'm going to cry.
once in a while you just have to scroll through
Yeah,
them
I have to be like
rejigger your algo.
self-preservation.
Yeah. Well, it is a combination of that because I'm definitely on that side as well.
It's probably my fault because I repost all the shelter dogs and you see it.
So mine are no shelter dogs. Mine are all kids with cancer. When I really feel for those families. And the conspiracy theories.
Yes.
They're outlandish, some of them, but also some of them make sense. So you're kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck, what is
Yeah.
this world that we're living in?
Yeah.
Thank goodness we're a little bit older and we're not in our, I don't know,
20s.
teenage years or our 20s where our mind is,
Super malleable.
yeah.
I mean, it's still malleable.
It definitely is, but I do question, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, can this really be true? But I don't know. The government.
We have that little piece of doubt that like anchors us.
That little piece being like, what was the journalistic like approach to this?
Right, right. And it's like, honestly, you do have to remember that because anyone can say anything on social media.
Yeah.
And you don't know who they are, what their like
And they say it with
background
conviction.
is. Totally.
You can look up their background.
I always go to the comments, and when the comments all agree, I'm like, oh.
No, but then that's also a self-fulfilling prophecy too, right? It's like all the same
Totally.
people looking
Yeah.
for.
And you also don't know the commenters. They could just be pretending to know what they're talking about.
Totally. So that is how I'm feeling about TikTok right now. It's not just happy for me anymore.
I agree. But I think it's also a reflection of the world, right?
Is it?
Like there's a lot of sadness going on in the world. How could TikTok only be happy?
But the algorithms changed. Like, did you see that people are getting muted randomly?
No.
Like Aaron Parnas.
Oh, he is?
He has some of his videos, they like just randomly mute on certain words. And it's so strange.
What?
And he's not doing it.
Well, you know that some sort of agreement was made for TikTok to come back with Trump.
That's
so we
true.
don't know what the details are. Got to take the bad with the good sometimes.
Okay. Well, this is more bad. I was just in my room. Remember a couple months ago? No, like over 6 months ago, I was telling you about like the drapes and guess how much and how much they cost me. Yeah. So this guy, I'm still on a journey with these people, Emily.
It hasn't been done yet?
It's been done and it's been removed twice now.
Why?
I got drapes and blinds. The blinds are perfect. They're great. Whatever. The drapes, the first time they just came so wrinkly. The guy spent like a couple of hours steaming them and like tying them together. And when he finally left, he's like, just leave it there for a couple days. I left it there for a couple days. Still super wrinkly.
Oh, weird.
And I contacted the owner and she's like, yeah, he did mention that like they're a bit worse than before. But usually like you just let it drape and it should like mold into the form that it should be.
Oh.
They didn't come back because we went to Taiwan. They didn't come back for 2 months. And it was not better.
Oh, weird.
So they ended up letting me choose another fabric or letting me get the same fabric. And they're like, oh, actually, no, we can't give it to you because like the manufacturer says that this might happen again. So you have to pick a new fabric.
Okay.
Which is really frustrating because it took me a long time to pick that fabric as well. So I got something else.
Why would you make a drape that is so wrinkly? Like the manufacturer should have used that fabric.
I think because I added blackout on the back, it changed it a bit as well.
Oh, it's something added on? Like,
yeah, you can add on. But, you know, the fabric is made. One of the options is that you can put a blackout on the back. So it shouldn't be that affected by it.
Right.
It's also a huge piece of wall that I'm doing. So I think that's also why.
Okay.
But regardless, I think they all come from China or like somewhere not
Asia.
in the United States.
Yeah.
So it makes its way on a boat.
Right. It's like very compacted, probably.
Very compacted because they opened the box at my house. It's not even like they let it breathe.
They should do that.
They should.
They should steam it and make sure it's in good condition and then bring it over.
100%. So anyways, this guy came over. He installed it. Then something else broke.
Oh my
So now I can no
gosh.
longer close my drapes. And there's a sheer privacy one that I have right behind the drapes too. Now that one's completely sagging after he came back for the third time to fix it. And then he was like, you know, these are just really old. I'm like, there was nothing wrong with my old drapes until you guys came and like everything started breaking down. And I like the customer service because they like continue to come back. But I'm also like, this is not my fault. This is,
Yeah.
like, you guys not having quality control. And you know what my problem is?
What?
The name or the term drapes is not in their business.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like they just do it on the side.
What are they?
It's called blinds.
Oh.
Budget blinds.
Oh.
But blinds are so simple. You just like
Yeah.
install them and
And
they
also,
go.
I feel like blinds and drapes do go together.
They do, but I don't think that's what they
So
specialize in.
what's going to happen?
So now I have to buy a whole new rod
Oh my
and
gosh.
new rings.
Okay.
Sorry, this is way too much information. But the whole point is I'm still mad and the drapes are not done.
That's crazy because it's been a long time.
It's been over 6 months.
Yes.
Like every single time the same installer comes and every time
It's always the same one.
I'm always like, welcome back. And I'm always like, hope I don't see you again. And then 2 weeks later, he's back. He's really nice though.
That's good at least.
Yeah.
That sucks though. I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, I haven't written a bad review because
They're nice.
they're nice.
That's all it takes sometimes. All right. Guess how much?
I was looking at Paw Patrol live tickets in San Jose.
Okay.
Guess how much they were? Oh, this is StubHub, by the way.
Okay. I don't really know at all. $75.
It was $890. You were never going to get there, so I just blurted it out.
What in the world?
Okay.
Do they think they're Taylor Swift?
Okay, let me finish my story.
Okay.
I did some digging and it turns out I was like, how much is retail? What the hell is this? It's San Jose, it's little kids. Paw Patrol is like an animated cartoon.
Yeah.
They canceled the show.
Oh.
I don't know why it's still on StubHub.
That would be so bad if someone spent that much money and then it was canceled.
I don't know why they canceled the show, but it's like confirmed cancel. I looked on the website and everything.
It must just be a glitch then.
It must be.
Because it's like there's no supply. There's just this
But
one
somebody
ticket.
really thought that other people wanted to go and priced it at that.
Wow. Paw Patrol Live. Okay, well, I, as you see, got a haircut.
Looks
my
good.
once a year haircut. I did not even bother asking. So this is a woman that I went to like last year. She's a San Mateo mom, and last year she was offering these like kind of like a test subject thing. So she gave a discount to like dye your hair.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember how much it was, but I just paid her whatever because I'm like, yeah, it's 50% off.
Right.
And I assumed like her haircut would be like relatively reasonable because she's in not a fancy salon, you know, and stuff. But guess how much my haircut was?
Yikes.
No, I mean, it wasn't. It's no Paw Patrol Live.
I don't.
Like, okay, what is the
200.
going rate for a haircut these days?
For women's,
Yeah.
and you have long hair,
Yeah.
you probably got like what, 8 inches off?
No, not that much. I don't know. Maybe 5.
5 inches off?
Yeah.
Not that I feel like that shouldn't
Doesn't matter,
right?
yeah.
Because you got a pretty simple, like you just cut it short. It's
Yeah.
not like you got crazy layers or
Yeah.
a Britney Spears haircut.
What is a Britney Spears
Just like something really dramatic, like,
Oh, like a
buzz cut on
buzz
the
cut.
side with more design. I feel like the going rate. Well, remember when I went to that Korean salon that was also no frills?
Yeah.
It was like 160 or something
Oh
for that
my
little girl's
gosh.
haircut.
Okay, maybe I got a deal then.
Oh,
Okay, guess how much?
120.
90.
That's pretty good.
But I was like used to like 65, 70. Is that like from 10 years ago?
I think there still are places like that, like
Yeah.
in Chinatown. Like, no, literally.
Yeah,
like,
and she's
remember
white,
all the,
so she's not going to charge me Asian prices.
remember all the Asian places that we used to go to as a kid? Like, even
Yeah.
those places for women's haircuts are like 40 something dollars now.
Oh, well, I don't know. I was just expecting maybe more like a 70.
Yeah, because you like doesn't feel like a $90
And like,
haircut.
I don't know, you know, Asian places, they do a little bit of the scalp massage or whatever when they're washing it. She doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And like, she didn't even really like, there was like hair on my nose,
Right.
you know, like she didn't even brush it off. So I'm just like, it's a totally no frills. I expected.
It doesn't even sound like she was that good if she didn't see the
She's-
hair on your face.
Yeah, I mean, I like the haircut because last time I thought it grew out pretty nicely. Like I didn't have to get it cut again for a year. This time I'm still getting used to it. I'm not sure if
I think
I
it looks
love
good.
it. You do?
I do.
Thank
And it's
you.
nicely styled right now, too.
That was just me trying to undo the mistake that I had. But thank you. I don't hate it. But like, I don't love it.
I think it suits your frame, too.
like a triangle.
Well, I don't know why Emily keeps saying it's a triangle
My hair looks
haircut.
like a triangle.
You're just not used to it.
It was meant to be a long bob.
It
is
looks
the style.
fresh, though.
It does feel like much healthier and like light. So
I can't even remember what you looked like before,
just
to be
like
honest.
long and drab. But yes, okay. Well, I guess that is just the
I think
going
you got
rate
a
of a
deal.
haircut.
I think, well, I don't know if it's a deal, but
I wasn't ripped off.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You weren't ripped off. And yeah, I
It's
wasn't.
just crazy how much everything costs.
Well, good thing you only get it once a year.
True. This is why I can only get it once a year.
If only we lived in Asia. Haircuts all the time. Okay, pop culture.
Okay, pop culture. By now, I don't even really want to talk about it, but I finally watched it. Did you ever watch it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like this show that was on not even a show, like a pseudo documentary on Netflix about overconsumption, basically.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
I think they talked about it on Giggly Squad, maybe.
Oh.
So I think it's called By Now, but they frame it in a way of like, oh, we're going to tell you the secret to have a successful business. And it's like this weird, like robotic girl voice giving you these steps. But overall, it's like really criticizing the way that companies function right now and how about they intentionally make products that don't last, including like Apple. And that started with like many, many years ago, like the light bulb, it lasted too long. So they actually engineered it to go out after like,
Capitalism.
yeah. And then how, you know, a lot of companies actually throw away so much perfectly good product. Just like a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah.
But then we as consumers are also feeding into that, like just how people do these like $800 Shein hauls, or like you really don't need to buy something new every month.
No.
And I was like, I
It's
feel
so true.
So good. We're doing our no buy.
And people
challenge.
don't buy like seasonal holiday decorations every year. Like what
I know,
are
why
they?
do you need to rebuy it every
What are
year?
you doing?
I don't even buy my kids. You know how like, not to judge people, but like people have a shirt for every season or every holiday for their kids. Like a Valentine's Day shirt, a St. Patrick's Day shirt. And it's like, they're only going to wear it literally once.
Yeah.
Because at that age, they're so young that they can't wear it again next year. And I mean, I bought like Christmas stuff. I think that's the only thing, but I don't buy them the other holidays.
Yeah.
Because, or I make them wear it. Like, it's not the holiday, you're still going to wear that.
No, I totally agree. It is cute and festive. And I don't know. I kind of struggle with that too, because I'm like, I would never get matching Disney shirts, but also they're so young and cute right now. They'd be so willing to wear it.
We did get, last year, we got it since Victor's sister came. We got the kids all like matching t-shirts. But then it rained so hard that like everybody was just like all bundled up. I don't think we ever even got a picture of like everybody wearing the shirt. But yeah, they can still wear it. But the biggest thing, which I know is not news to us, they talked about how like everybody thinks that they're recycling. That's one of the biggest lies. All the companies that make even consumables in the grocery store and they have the little triangle recyclable thing. I think we've heard this before, but like 90% of plastic doesn't get recycled.
Yeah.
And here we are all being like, oh, well, we'll just recycle it and eases your guilt. And like, I still do it because what else am I going to do? I put it in the recycling bin knowing it's not going to get recycled. And like, it's just all going into some landfill or, you know?
It really is.
It's really depressing.
This is very depressing.
I'm sorry, but it's also the truth.
It's true. Yeah. I feel like capitalism has really ruined the environment in so many ways because we're intentionally making products out of it. We're intentionally like building up the waste on our precious earth.
And they showed this guy who like tracks where like e-waste goes. And he tracked, I think it was like they threw away a monitor in Germany or something and it ended up in like Thailand. And then people were just like smashing apart the stuff like with a hammer or something. And he's like, there's so many toxins that they're releasing. Like,
oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. There's just so
Where
much
does
bad.
e-waste go?
I don't know.
Because there are specific places, like technically, okay, so Goodwill takes a lot of e-waste, so does Best Buy. So that's where we do a lot of our e-waste like dumping.
Yeah.
But you can technically just put it in your regular
People
like
probably
bin,
do.
and they don't even know and they don't care.
Yeah.
Or they like there's no enforcement.
I know. You don't get fined.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And then they were like, oh, you know how your like Target says we'll recycle plastic bags for you, so we bring it there. They're like, most of the time, no, it just gets taken and then put in some landfill.
Really?
I mean, they didn't say Target specifically, but they're saying like in general, retailers and companies.
Yeah.
They make you feel like it's like, I feel like we're living in the Matrix.
Because I also collect all of my skincare jars to recycle them as well. Oh, wonder where they're going. And it's so strange because I feel like glass is the one that can be more easily recyclable, and they don't take glass.
Really?
They take plastic. At least like the Credo Beauty place on Fillmore.
Yeah.
Strange. Maybe it's too
Sorry
heavy.
to burst that bubble, listeners, but I don't know.
This is a depressing. All right, let's move on.
Move on. Okay. Funny comments about DeepSeek. So this week in the tech world, there was like the China AI that came out and like made everybody nervous because supposedly they did it like way cheaper. But I'm not going to talk about the serious stuff. I just saw some funny comments online when people saw that headline. So I will share 4 with you. Guess ChatGPT lost its job to AI.
That was my favorite comment.
Who is this clever person? They deserve an award. Our tech execs were too busy playing politics.
Yep.
Are we great yet? And then Tony Stark built it in a cave for all you Marvel people.
I didn't see that last one. It's not on Marvel TikTok, but they are good. I feel like the first one's the best.
Yeah,
though.
I love
like,
that one so much.
Who knew that ChatGPT would lose its job to AI?
And I don't
tried using it.
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah,
How is it?
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think maybe because I'm used to
ChatGPT.
Claude and ChatGPT,
Who's Claude?
the Anthropics model.
Oh, I don't.
It's pretty good.
I'm not familiar with
I like
Claude.
it better. Claude. Wait, now you got me questioning. Is that the name of it? I'm pretty sure it's Claude.
There were other, so the other thing is like getting a lot of attention is that a lot of companies are like doing away with their DEI policies, which is really sucky. I don't think I'll read them, but there were also some funny tweets around that where people were making fun of it. Like, I'm part of the dance and theater DEI, but they're getting rid of me. So now who's going to invite the heterosexuals or something, you know, like kind of like the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, what a world we live in now, Emily.
I know. Supposedly there are a couple of companies who did not do away with it that you can show extra support if you want with your dollar. And one of them is Costco.
Yeah. And JP Morgan Chase.
And Goldman Sachs or something?
Yeah.
I think I saw that on the list.
That was interesting.
But I don't understand, like, are they being pressured to get rid of it? Or are they just like, oh, well, if everyone else is getting rid of it, it's another cost savings for us?
I think it's a little bit of pressure.
Oh, weird.
Is it cost savings, though? I think it's...
I guess if you don't have to put money towards the program, right?
It's minimal, though.
I know.
Very minimal for these larger companies that are...
Yep. Yepers. Okay, sorry. This is such a downer episode. Tell me something good.
This is not good. Moving on to family health. For my 40th, we've been chatting about doing an Alaska cruise for a while.
Ooh.
With my family, and then maybe with my in-laws too, maybe with my brother. But it'd be nice
Love
and
it.
hopefully be kind of easy because Alaska is one of those places that leaves out of the West Coast.
Uh-huh.
And you're all contained on a ship and all meals are like prepared and done for you. A lot of what is the word I'm looking for? A lot of frustration from me when I've been looking into cruises because cruises are for an entire differently demographic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of the older people. It's a whole nother like loyalty program, a different type of language I feel like they're speaking. Like, how do I know what's difference between medallion, diamond, or I don't know, maybe this is your airline, but like, you know, those different tiers, like they all sound like they're the same level. And it doesn't matter to me because I don't have any kind of status.
Yeah.
But when I read these forums and reviews, I get so lost in the terminology. And if you go
You need Claude.
if you go to cruise.com, Emily, I was complaining about it to my friend that actually is into cruises a lot with their family. The UI is so bad.
So bad.
It's like from the 90s. And then I was complaining to him and he's like, oh, check out cruises.com. I was like, what?
Cruises, not cruise.
Yeah. And apparently they're both popular, legitimate sites that people use. And it's very confusing. Like, pick one. Why are there two that are so similar? Costco also has a cruise one, but they don't have a lot of the cruises on there.
Yeah.
But the UI is just so manageable that I'm thinking about just going down that route.
Or I feel like for some reason, maybe this is why a lot of people still go through like a travel agent.
I was thinking of talking to one because I'm so confused as to like where the best cabins are. Is it the mid, the
Right.
front, the back?
Yeah.
Like, how do you book on behalf of other people? Like,
Yeah.
you know how for a hotel you just book, or everyone books their own and then you could call them later to put the rooms
Yeah,
closer
yeah.
together? Who do you call for a cruise ship?
The cruise company?
Hello, Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
It just seems like such a large,
And then you also have to
massive-
like reserve your dining time, which is kind of annoying.
Oh,
'Cause I think the
yes.
early one, I forget, one of them tends to go faster and it's hard to like, especially if you have a big group, if you all want to eat together, you need to hurry.
I need to get on it.
Yeah.
So I was complaining to my brother as well. And he was like, he was speaking a little shit. He was like, what is so hard about it? He's like, you just pick a date, a location and time and you just book it. I was like, no shit, that's how booking works. But I'm like,
But there are a lot of complexities.
I'm trying to like optimize for different things here.
Yeah.
We don't want to go on a shitty cruise.
Yeah.
We want like somewhat okay food. We want one with the kids club.
Yeah.
And one that'll, I don't know, leave from Seattle versus Vancouver. I don't know if that
Oh.
makes a difference or not.
That sounds fun. I've never been on an Alaska cruise.
Me
The rest of my
neither.
family has gone too many times. So,
Really?
yeah.
How come you were always left out?
For random reasons. I think I like missed it for like a wedding, having a baby. I don't know.
Wait, they went more than once?
I'm pretty sure my parents have gone at least twice. Maybe they went together.
Maybe I
twice.
should talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Be like, what's the
She's
best
more of
itinerary?
an expert.
Well, you could come join ours.
I know. Can I?
Let me iron out the details and work through this terrible
Well, it's not going to
website.
work for your birthday this year, but I did just get an email that Disney Cruise has Alaska cruises next summer.
They have them now.
Oh, they do?
But maybe it's
I've
an
heard
older
they
ship.
all get booked really fast. Like, that's the other annoying thing about cruises. People book them like a year in advance.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So it's hard to do last minute.
But they do have last minute stuff. Not for big groups though. I feel like
Yeah.
it's easier if it's just you and somebody else. But
Yeah.
Disney cruises are through the roof expensive.
So expensive.
I don't think it's worth it for now because the kids are so young and
Yeah.
grandparents are so
Supposedly the food is good too, though.
yeah. But I don't want that in my life.
Yeah, the
right
grandparents don't care about
Yeah.
Mickey.
I don't even think I care that much for a Disney cruise. Well, once I saw the price, I think it quoted me $80,000 for something
For how many people?
for like 6, 7.
Oh, that does seem steep.
It is steep because like you said, people book early.
And it's
so
peak time in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was looking and it was like way cheaper in May. It was almost like 1.5x the price in like July compared to May or something.
I think the weather's better in the summer too for Alaska.
Oh, makes sense. I also think it's just summer vacation, you know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
Yep. And I just don't know like the reputation of Royal Caribbean, celebrity,
I don't
princess.
either. I
They
think
mean
I've
nothing
only
to
done
me.
Princess.
It's
which
like
I liked.
telling me Spirit versus United versus American. Like technically United and American are fine, right? But
Yeah.
like people also hate them.
Yeah.
But there's also the same level of hate for Spirit, but we all know Spirit's worse.
Yeah.
So like trying to deep dive into these nuances is
And I think it also depends on the ship. Like you said, like an older ship, a newer ship,
Yeah.
size of the ship.
so I'm probably not going to go on an Alaskan cruise. It's all just too confusing.
Oh, it's so hard I'm learning it's so hard to coordinate across families if you just want to do a simple trip. Like we were trying to plan a cruise for my dad's birthday. I think we're just going to end up going to Hawaii.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, everybody likes Hawaii.
How
and
old
it's
is he
just
turning?
easy. 70.
Wow.
Yes.
He's fairly young.
Fairly, I guess. That means I'm fairly young.
Oh, yes, you are.
All right. Thanks for listening to our somewhat depressing episode. Sorry, listeners. Next week, no bad content, only happy content.
Yes.
And please share us with your friends maybe next week, not this week.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.